in my crumble opinion. Hi, I'm Vanilla Ice.
And I'm Vera.
Let's get ready to crumble! Sonic boom, yeah. Okay, great. Are we just gonna keep rolling? Okay, let's roll. We'll roll with it.
We're rolling.
Good. Hi, I'm Vanilla Ice, and you usually know me as Phoebe Cakes, but I have a very special guest. So, they wanted Vanilla Ice to show up, so Vanilla Ice is here. I have Vera with me.
Hello.
This has been a long time coming, okay? Before we get started into kind of the questioning and all that stuff, I got some housekeeping to do. What do I need to tell them, Angel?
Listen to us on Spotify, join us on Patreon, IMCO with She Hustlers, with BB Cakes, and like and subscribe so that we can get out to more people on the YouTube-verse.
Perfect. You're going to do this every time. You're going to get better and better. I never improved, so that's why I'm giving you a chance. I'm just really bad at housekeeping notes. At the end of the episode, though, I am going to shout out all of my tier cake patrons. So not all patrons are created equal through the eyes of Angel Food Cakes. Okay, to me, you're equal. Okay, It doesn't matter how much money you put on. But Angel's we're only saying tier cake people. So okay, fine. That's fine. That's what we're gonna do. Mm-hmm. But I love you all very dearly, and I'm gonna and I appreciate everything that you do. If you want to join the Patreon, there's gonna be information in the description of this video, and you could also find all of that on my Linktree, which is attached to all of my other accounts. Oh my god, I'm done. We're done.
Wow.
Boo boo boo! I knocked that out.
Yeah.
Are we still clipping? Who cares?
Yes. Out of the park. Out of the ring.
So, I do want to say that in preparation to this episode, I went ahead and listened to Talkin' Snacks with Snaxx, their episode of Talkin' Snacks with Snaxx. It is one of the most wonderful. I remember listening to it way back in the early Panorama Panera days.
Yes.
Listening to it again with fresh ears.
Oh.
It's just so good. It makes me feel small and inadequate because you and Snaxx are just so easy on the mic. Also, shout out to Sophia, who did sound for that episode. Yes. It sounded so good.
Yes.
No clipping.
She
knew what she was doing. Angel and I are still learning. Angel's still learning.
Angel.
I'm gonna try my best not to tread over too much of what you already talked about with Snaxx, because we don't need to do what you and Snaxx did. It's magical. Everybody should go and listen to it.
Babe, that's so sweet.
You could listen to how smart you fucking are.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The intellect. Yeah. Your how you came out.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Did talk about
how you
that.
found your way to the Rebel Kings.
Oh.
How you came out to your dad by accident. That's a really fun story.
It's a really fun story.
Hopefully it was kind of fun to live through. I don't know.
Terrifying yet comical at the same time. Have you ever come out through an Austrian gay magazine? I have. I highly recommend.
What was the name of the magazine?
Achtung. Achtung, caution! I think it was just the gay schwule mag, which is gay mag.
Schwule?
Yeah, schwul is gay.
Schwul.
So you're schwul, I'm schwul. And
we all schwul.
Yeah, and then the pride is called the Regenbogen Parade, which is the rainbow parade. Everyone, it sounds really great going to the Regenbogen Parade. Yeah, it really rolls off the tongue.
All of those words sound very similar to English, which always throws me off about. It's I think if you think really hard enough, I think we could all understand German.
Yeah, it's a Geheimnis, really.
Okay, I don't know that.
It's a mystery.
Well, that's just one of the things that you need to listen to the episode for. It's just I also learned you're such a polyglot. You talk about how you're 37 a lot in the episode.
I do. Guess
How
what?
old are you now?
I'm 89. Wow. Pew, 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 pew. Actually,
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm treading close to 40.
I'm treading close to 42.
I'm 39.
I turned 39 in June.
In June. Still young.
Do I have a lot to look forward to?
Yes.
Good.
Absolutely.
Good.
Nearing the end of your 40s is like seeing everything you've ever done pop up like a little Mario Kart, and you're just like, wow, those things were lovely. And then you see every relationship you've had, and you're like, did I really do that? It's just a time for reflection. And then you realize you're about to be a senior citizen. And that feels really hot.
I heard that you can join AARP at any age.
Wow.
Have you joined yet?
No, but
We should do
by
that.
God, we should join AARP.
I want discounts.
Movies in the afternoon, Jamie Lee Curtis, yogurts. This all sounds great to me.
Yeah. Good call on each of us having a glove. I was like, how am I gonna read?
Yes.
Anyways, so I usually have cards with me, but I was committed to the whole glove fantasy.
Mhm.
Didn't even occur to me to only have one glove. Well, anyway, so Angel's gonna hold up cue cards, and that's
Ooh.
how I'm gonna ask these questions. So
Yes.
you're actually gonna get to read the questions
Oh, perfect.
along
At
with
the
me
same
too.
time.
At the same time.
I also
Next card, honey.
I love resting my hand right here. It looks like I'm
Okay.
ready to go.
Okay, so obviously we have to talk about it. All right. Bay Area news, hot off the presses.
Wow.
Nikki Jizz and Snaxx both competed in Drag Queen of the Year recently.
Yes.
In LA.
Yes.
Nikki Jizz won.
Amazing.
Snaxx, obviously, second place. I mean,
Clearly.
I'm not looking at like the scorecards,
No.
but without
Without a doubt.
without a doubt,
Without a doubt.
you were not only there,
Yes.
but were instrumental in how
Oh my
well Snaxx
gosh.
did. I imagine,
Well.
Can we talk about just the experience?
Yes.
We could talk about in front of the scenes. What in front of the scenes? We could talk about the show, and then you could tell us about behind the scenes, how it was to prepare and be a part of it.
Yes. First of all, it was the honor of my life. Snaxx is the reason for this season. It was a pleasure. It was a joy. It was a delight. Snaxx asked me to be one of the video gamers in Bandersnatch, baby's live action role play video game. I'm not a gamer, but that's what it felt like to me. Of just sexy LARPing. It was incredible. And I just want to say that the pageant was so incredible, and I know there was so much kind of so much build up, and it means so much. But Snaxx is was the most relaxed. Learning the choreo was super fun. Recording the video with Suda and Tito and my new drag son, number 25,
We're gonna get to those.
Greg Sausageman.
Is
Lauren. Doing the choreo was so fun, and just being able to get into my bro self.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's obvious, but I'm not very bro. But I was really method acting, and that felt really powerful to lean into my bro self. And it was just so fun, and the pageant itself was great. It was such a good feel. I feel like half the Bay Area was there because people were there for Nikki, people were there for Snaxx. I got to see my crush Tenderoni. Always a pleasure. Lost my mind. There was also a big King reunion because all the LA Kings came out to support Charles Galen.
Yes.
I love Charles. I met Kings that I hadn't met before that I've been waiting to meet. We had a King sandwich. We ran at each other from far distances. It was really beautiful.
That sounds
But
beautiful.
thank you again, Snaxx. It was an honor. I will be your bro anytime. I will. Thank you for letting me run with the idea of stoning dick prints on gray sweatpants. I really wanted that to happen, and you let my creative flag fly freakily.
The Snaxx probably just said like, yeah, whatever. Vera.
Yes, do whatever you want. I was like, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, there's also, I'm gonna stop talking about Snaxx, talking Snaxx with Snaxx, but the night Snaxx met you and hit on you. Oh, that's a really great story too.
It is. just, beautiful times, falling in love at the White Horse floor, reuniting. And then Snaxx came and I performed at the White Horse with the Rebel Kings recently. And
I saw that.
It's essentially our anniversary. Yeah. Snaxx Vera.
I love
I
that.
ship it.
Who would have thought the night she found you and stuttered, that you would be in her winning or talent number. Winning talent portion. Talent.
Yeah.
Did you get to see any of the other performances, or you're all just backstage?
This is what I did, darling. I'll tell you what I did. I made sure to be there for Snaxx and to help and to prep and to all of that. But whenever possible, I squeezed myself into the tiniest ball of drag king backstage like this. And then I could watch from the side. And everyone was stunning and phenomenal. So I did get a lot of glimpses.
Was there any drama backstage?
No.
Did everybody feel good?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like I'm such a Care Bear stare kind of a person that if there was, it might have gone over my head. But it was really, the mood backstage was so much love and support and admiration of everyone's art. Everyone looked right, exactly, incredible.
Usually, I'm like,
our feelings just rose to the top. They had to explode out. It was really that.
Yeah, it was that.
It was a gas.
All of my excitement sublimating into gas and escaping my body in a quiet ululation.
Yes, like my people.
Like our people.
Yeah.
Your people. Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
With the but with air.
I wasn't gonna do it, but I was like,
yeah.
We'll talk about that. We have a culture segment.
Oh, a culture segment. The culture segment.
Angel came up with. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Talking culture.
Talking culture.
Wow.
Next card, honey.
Just one point, just that Phoebe and I, Angel, that is, watched the final hour or so of the pageant at Oasis.
Yes. Oh,
the live
sweet
viewing party.
Yeah.
And the energy there when both of them got named as finalists, when they both won their respective categories, and when Nikki won, was just like one of the most special things.
When we came in, people were all like, Nikki, Snaxx on top, no matter, it's just like everyone is like, Nikki, Snaxx, Tony Soto were probably on top. Like, it's just like, it was very clear that was the energy in the room. Multiple people kind of told us because we had missed most of it. And then we got to see evening. We missed all the categories, but we did get to see evening. And without a doubt, like, they both ate that category so much.
Actually ate.
Literally.
Yeah, literally ate.
Actually ate.
Yeah.
Wow. It was also
literalism.
Yeah. Literalism. Method. We're back to method. Also, I just want to say it was an honor to not only be in the talent number, but to walk in the look, in the creative look. I have never felt so sexy taking off a raincoat into this very bathing suit.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh yeah, I just thought I would give Baby a shout out. They were.
Does this have a dick print too?
No, that's just natural for mine. Adjust.
How big? Sorry, one last thing.
Yes.
That crowd looks so daunting. Had you ever been in front of such a large crowd before?
It was daunting to me knowing how many people I respect and admire were in it, more than the number of people, which is always scary. But Princess is packed very often. But it was definitely very crowded. But then it was more like, I was like, God, people who are really amazing are like hanging around.
Yeah.
Like, Tenderoni is staring at me. They're probably not. Landon Cider is somewhere around. Raja's looking at me from the side. But actually they're all looking at Snaxx.
You know what's such a gag though? One last thing about the pageant. I keep saying that, but one last thing.
Yeah.
When we had Snaxx, we were like, who's your least favorite Rue girl that you've worked with? And she really didn't come up with like a actual example. Mm-hmm. But the one she did say is like, well, they're all actually pretty nice, but Raja, and complained that Raja was kind of like standoffish.
Oh.
And then Raja was the first one to get a Dorito.
That's
first Dorito.
That's not what Snaxx said.
What did Snaxx say?
Aja.
Aja?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Ooh,
Raja.
yeah.
No, it was Aja.
We about
Wait, it was Aja?
We'll run.
We're
the
gonna
tape.
roll the
roll
tape
the
back.
tape.
Aja was fine.
Okay,
Oh,
we're gonna move on.
but
We're gonna
One
Oh.
more thing about the pageant, because now I can't stop. I forgot to tell you. Would you like to know my absolute Snaxx? The number, yes, was my favorite. The number was my favorite. Doing the number for you was my favorite. But do you know what else is my favorite moment?
What's your favorite moment?
Alaska's brother came up to me and said, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you look exactly like Steve Aoki. And my whole life was made. My whole life was made.
Wow.
Alaska's actual brother thinks I look like Steve Aoki.
Does Phoebe know who Steve Aoki
I
is?
don't.
Oh my god, the
Steve-
DJ with the long hair, ringing a bell.
It
No.
rings a bell. I know it's a
A
person I
distant-
should know.
Wow.
But what I'm tickled by is just like almost never does I hope you don't take this the wrong way end in a way that you won't take it the wrong way, except for this one. This one's not like
I loved
Yeah.
it. I loved it. And Alaska's mom told me my makeup looked good.
were you just hanging out with
I was
Alaska's
just-
family the whole time?
They came into the alley. I happened to be
Yeah.
in the alley. Blessed. Wow.
Wow.
Steve Aoki, everyone.
Next question. So you've helped a lot of people out. I love seeing you
I've helped a lot of people out.
in
Everyone,
their
where's
drag
the camera?
numbers.
I've helped a lot of people out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Um,
I don't even know where. There it is. Yes.
Being back up for numbers. I know that's
Yes.
kind of like how you started too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you are also a pageant winner. Maybe the last
I
Mixed
am.
Star Search.
I am the last. I am
They officially
forever
retired the
reigning. Yes.
forever reigning.
Forever reigning. Mixed Star Search into eternity. I'm Mixed Star Search in Eternitate, to throw in some Latin for you.
Wow. That was going to be a segment later, but that's
Oh,
good. No.
I'm just
Now it's a through
foreshadowing.
line. Go say it
Yeah.
again. Say it again.
I am now Mixed Star Search in Eternitate.
In Eternitate.
Yes. Yes.
Mm. Wow. How does it feel to have that title?
Oh my
And
God.
how was preparing for that?
Oh, preparing for Star Search was simultaneously a lot, but I had just done the Princess pageant.
Yes.
So I just really, thank you, Tito. I coasted on that energy of buildup. And thank you to all the help that Hota Mercury did for me with the Princess pageant, which then gave me time to think about Star Search. Preparing for it was a joy. Thank you, Ari Bird, for making me a ginormous fanny pack, which is also the maker of the ginormous Telfie. I connected everyone. I'm saying it here. Not that I won Nikki J's this pageant, but I connected Ari Bird, maker of the ginormous Telfie, with Nikki Gizola, and I feel like that, I'm putting it out there. But I'm the biggest Nikki Giz fan, so I mean...
Yeah. You're the
Telfie
biggest
or-
Nikki, but the
Telfie
truth
or
is,
no Telfie
you're responsible for that.
Yes.
Even the idea.
Yes. No, I think Baby had the idea of
I
it.
know,
But,
just kidding.
but the fanny pack, yes, the big fanny pack. I really had a very sweet idea of what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something I went very kind of Armenian heritage for Princess, so I wanted in Star Search to do something like fanny pack delightful. Ruby Vixen made me a beautiful purple shiny outfit and just really kind of do a big dancing number with a lot of sweet friends and uplift kind of my obsession with wrestling as well. And perfect that we're in this. And I had either the people who danced with me, Major Hammy danced with me, a friend of mine, Galen, who we used to back up dance for drag performers at the beginning of both of our careers together. So it was a full circle moment. Pretty Please. Sanjeev agreed to cameo in my number. You just can't make it up. Sanjeev
Sanjeev.
did the little Britney moment with me, and that was incredible. Oh God! And Marco Mania, the wrestler, came in. I was like, I really want you to come in at the end and just freaking drop me. And he did. He dropped me in a split. Oh, and Ali Scat, who I love dancing with, was also in it with me. So it was just, and you know when you do, I'm sure you experienced this with the House of Cakes, when you do a dance rehearsal, and it was still in the COVID times, and we did it outside at my friend Galen's school, and it was just so seamless. It like everyone, it was just fun. It was just delightful. The choreo came together. It was just such a blast. And I'm the first king and now the only king to have won in 27 years.
I did not know that.
27 years. R.I.P. Herculina, I got in just in the nick of time.
Yeah.
It was close.
Yeah.
Herculina held on just so that it came.
Yeah.
But
things happen for a reason.
Oh my God.
You know?
R.I.P. My God. But,
R.I.P.
But yeah, it was a wonderful experience. Herculina introduced me as Vera ! And that is stuck in my head forever because I think that's so funny.
The House of Exclamation Point.
That we're
related to Dax.
Dax. Oh my! Wow.
Do people say that?
No. What is that?
Margot for a while had an exclamation point.
Oh.
I was like, are they in the house together? Exclamation. I don't know. No. But you are House of Pack. You did name your house. And together we are Cake Packers.
Yes, we are the Cake Packers. Yes.
We are the Cake Packers.
Yeah.
Do we have time for one more question? Do you want to take a break, Angel?
We have time for one more question.
Okay, let's do one more.
One
more.
I keep trying to look like not at your beautiful face.
Okay, I'm talking Snaxx with Snaxx. You mentioned some high school theater and dancing for seniors.
Yes.
But that doesn't explain how you became such a dynamic performer. So,
it doesn't?
Or maybe it does. Maybe there's more. Fill in the blanks for us. How did you become Vera? How did you find your performance style?
Oh.
All of that. Did you grow up, tap dancing? I don't know.
I am indeed not Coco Butter. No, I didn't grow up tap dancing. I grew up doing a lot of schoolwork, honestly. So maybe it was so kind of focused on academia for so long that it all got bottled. And then now it's just all the weird is oozing out.
Wow.
But I've always loved to dance. It is true. I used to, my one fun activity in high school that I would allow myself, I went to a very rigorous girls' school anyway, was volunteering in a nursing home, and then it was very cute. They liked it when I would dance, and they would all dance with me and like canes in the air, very, very cute. And it got to the point that they had a DJ for their little party every week, and he would play like a clapping cue for me to come out anyway. But I did some theater in high school. I was in the Shakespeare Society in college. So that was kind of my first time in drags because I was a lot of male roles. But yeah, I've always just loved leaning into the weird and performance art and dance.
Yeah.
So I feel like I did theater and then I did dance. But even my dance, like I taught dance for a decade, but all of those routines were based on my weird mind and like my little narratives that I create for my classes every week. So I feel like it's all based on kind of me following where I have weird creative energy and just letting that happen. And I also like a lot of audience interaction. And so I just kind of see where that takes me as well. And that always is beautiful and fun.
That's crazy to me that you're so hyper focused on schoolwork growing up. But so was there a threshold like when you started to perform? Like when did that happen?
My gosh. Well, let's see. So college, it was like a play a semester. I feel like that was more. I did some scattered plays in high school. In college, I did a play a semester, but I discovered dance when I moved here for grad school, pretty much. Yeah, I really, I would like, when I was in grad school to support myself, I worked at a Starbucks. And
Beatrix Lehane?
With Beatrix Lehane. And there's so many, everyone has a Starbucks, but, and I would open so that I could then go take class or teach. And so I would open and I would dance around and my coworker, Taji, love you. We're still friends, even though that was like 2005. My God. Was like, you have a lot of energy. You're really funny. You should come take. And she also worked at the Y at the front desk. She was like, you should come take this guy's class. So I went and I took Latif's class for years. He told me that my style was primeval. I liked it. And then he moved to LA to follow the dream. And then the Y asked me to take over his class. And that's how I started teaching dance. Primeval.
Wow.
Well, one thing again before we take a break, you're known for your splits,
yes,
also, and
thank you.
So we've been doing stretches towards
yes.
Doing the splits for months.
Yes,
and yours is one of the stories that like invokes a lot of jealousy, and there's a few people who have similar stories
yes.
of like discovering
accidental
abruptly,
discoveries.
yeah,
yes,
that you can do the splits.
Mm-hmm.
So
both of them were accidental, actually. Both of my kinds of splits I found out accidentally that I could do. The first was more accidental than the other. The other was like a kind of calculated wild risk. But I was in yoga and I fell. I slipped on my mat, and then I was in the splits and my teacher was like, "Oh, good job." And I was like, I guess we're here now. I guess my crotch is on this Manduka mat. Okay. And
did it hurt?
No. And it hasn't yet, except for sometimes the knees, because I broke this leg playing rugby. Anyway, long
okay.
tail, but residual. You gotta do what you have to do. But my drop split, where I hold my foot and I fall, I was at Austin International Drag Festival, and I was hanging in Elysium. They have this metal bar, and I was doing a leg thing. I could pull my leg up real. So, and then a little voice in my head was like, "What if I let go and fell into a split? Wouldn't that be cool?" And then I was like, well, there's two ways this could go. Either I'm going to break everything in my body, wreck myself. I'm going to have to do the floor work for the rest of the number on like upper body and just roll and moan. And then I was like, or it could be the coolest moment of my life. And so I just let go and I fell into that split. And it was the coolest moment of my life.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I just need to like take a risk during a performance. Maybe.
I have seen you take a risk at the Powerhouse when you were landing. That number you did that was so emotional, and you landed multiple times, and it made that big noise.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what move that was. It was a dramatic fall.
I do make risks. That's
yes,
true.
that was risky. You did it multiple times. Phoebe Cakes Manila Ice takes risks for the arts, everyone. I just want you to know. And while I'm on this vein, now that I have everyone's attention, I just want to tell you that you are a stunning performer. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You are such a storyteller. And I'm seriously still thinking about that Powerhouse number. Because it was a powerhouse number, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
You just emote and evoke a lot of emotion. And I always am glued to you when you are performing. So I am taking this moment to turn the camera around, even though it's already pointing over here.
My God. Wow, you're really flipping the script. I'm always like gushing over the people that I have, and thank you. Okay, we're going to take a break so I can collect myself. Thank you.
I'm going to cut all that out again.
Hello, my name is Vera, and I'm one of the co-hosts of the Rebel Kings of Oakland, the oldest drag king troupe on the West Coast. We're at the White Horse Bar in Oakland every first, third, and fifth Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Pew, pew, pew! Follow us at Rebel Kings Oakland. We have kings, things, queens, and everyone, and we want to see you there. It's wheelchair accessible. It's mask for masks still in these times, and it's not a fluff. That means no one turned away. Everyone welcomed in. See you there.
That was good. Oh my God. You saw how I crumbled, pun intended, to get through my boilerplate, like housekeeping. Like, wow, you're so good off the cuff.
Off the cuff.
Oh my gosh. Next card, honey.
Okay. Oh my my God!
So I was gonna have you rank all of your offspring, but there's too many.
There's 25. That would be a very
25?
long Crumble episode.
How are you so Vera? More like virile.
Virile. My new drag name is Virile.
Virile! Exclamation point!
My God, in the shape of a little sperm.
Okay,
Two leakages.
can you name all 25? That's like half the
Oh
states.
my God, half the states. Babe, Hennessy made me write down all of them during a Hot Ones episode.
Okay.
Where I had to eat these hot chicken nuggets and write down all of my children. It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. But I love them all and they're all wonderful. Do you want to list them all?
No,
Oh my
that's
God,
okay. You don't have
yes.
to.
But
You don't have to.
yeah.
Can you sing them like the states song?
Oh yeah, you
Oh
should
my
have
gosh.
a, like a
I should-
mnemonic
can
song.
I even think about them alphabetically? Elixir, Lotus Boy, Hennessy, Williams, El Diablo, Dragon King. Oh my God, I'm already forgetting all of my children. Lotus Boy, Dragon King, Hennessy Williams, El Diablo.
Is
Oh my God,
Percocet also
King Percocet, Dolly, Lunchbox,
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox.
Wow.
Yeah, Pretty is one of my newest drag children. Adam Artois. Oh my God, how could I forget Joey Gelato? Oh my gosh. Okay, how many was that? Jesus. Angel. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna sit with my. Don't make me go get my phone.
Do you have like a spreadsheet?
Ezra, everything. Thomas Peep. Some of them have moved away.
Yeah.
So, did I say Adam Artois? Now Greg Sausageman. Okay, I see it in my mind's eye. Turn off Travies. Oh my God.
Has anyone ever made like a Nick Cannon joke about you?
Yes, and I've never understood it. Does Nick Cannon have a lot of children?
He famously like always has a new child.
Has a
on
new
the-
child.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I love them all. They're so amazing. If I haven't listed you in song, it's only because of this intense.
It's a
stage
pressure
fright.
cooker, okay?
Yeah.
I have this thing called like math anxiety. We had timetables tests like growing up, so it's just like addition, subtraction, and then you do the times tables all through one. 100 problems under a minute.
Wow.
I never got past subtraction,
Oh,
and I was like the highest performing like little like faggot,
babe.
but I could not do like thinking about the answers to math problems on the spot is like so hard. Like like pressure just adds why are you
Babe.
smirking at me? Are you laughing at me in your head?
Keep looking at me. Like
Okay.
Cosmo.
Because I feel your judgment.
Thought of another child. Cosmo is also my child.
Cosmo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, I was very good at the times tables. So
Wow.
I just
Yeah, rote memorization. Good for you. Okay. Next card, honey.
I'm still thinking.
You're still thinking?
No. Keep going.
Okay, we'll go and then we'll continue.
Yes.
This
At the
quiz.
end, I want to get my phone and I want to read them all.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I would love. Okay, so on Talking Snaxx and Snaxx, you talked about how you got involved with the Rebel Kings. You started going to the shows there, but I want to know. One of my favorite things about the show is kind of historicizing, documenting Bay Area drag.
Yeah.
Obviously, the oldest drag show in all time. Of all time. Tell us all about everything we need to know about Rebel Kings. How it started. I know there's a difference like between being in the show and then being a Rebel King. Like how does that occur?
Yeah. So Rebel Kings is about to turn 13 years old. Can you believe? So it's the oldest king troupe on the West Coast. It's a very sweet band of brothers. There are many more Rebel Kings than are, many have moved away over the years. I think about Dante Damone and Rachel, who are our dear brothers. Dante, Jack Thompson is Mr. IML 2019 and forever IML for us. But the troupe is kind of most active members. It's Hota, Mercury, myself, Vegas Jake, who lives in Sacramento, Joey Gelato, Jason Trouble, but then there's Mickey Finn, who's popping back in. Randy Puck has now 2 kids, but he still pops in. And there, Andy Topser hops in and out. But there's just many people over the 13 years. And it's really like, the troupe is kind of people who have just put a lot of work into the show, then become troupe members. And what being I really want to lift this up. What being a Rebel Kings troupe member means, aside from being a beautiful band of brothers, means that you either are very active or are bombarded by me in a Slack channel, because we have a Slack. So what that's producing, just, I know you know this, it's just doing all of the labor. So that's kind of what the troupe does. And we also like to, fundraise for different causes and support each other and just keep the show going and keep that space open and inclusive for beautiful gender expression and performance. It's still, this many years later, going on. We still have an open Google form is how you sign up. Everyone is always like, how do you audition, Vera? I'm like, no audition. We have guidelines that essentially are like, no racism, no nudity, and no appropriation, and then you come perform. And I really like that it's open to people who to start their drag careers. I think about Helixer, who started in the pandemic with us virtually, because he was about to debut, and then the pandemic. And it's just it's just wild. And there's just been so many beautiful kings who have been born on that stage, found themselves on that stage. We've supported each other, both in the troupe and our audience and our members through like transitions and surgeries, moves, heartbreak. It's really a beautiful family. Beautiful. And I feel like people sense that, or people often tell me that they feel how safe we keep the space, how much love we have for each other, and how we bring that. And we just want to make sure, we have 8 to 10 performers, so we want to make sure that it's not the most money-making show of all time, but we want to make sure that everyone has the chance to shine.
Yeah. Has well, first of all, yay.
Yay!
That's great to hear all of that. 13 years of community building and platforming kind of new performers and it sounds more of like a family than just a show. Yeah. Whitehorse went under a remodel recently. Yeah. Has that changed the vibe at all, or do you like how the Whitehorse has changed?
So I know some people were attached to the smoking room. Mm-hmm.
I never cared for it.
Don't smoke.
Yeah.
And it smells like smoke to me. So that's been the main thing that I've seen. But I do like they redid the floor, for example, and they put glitter in the flooring. So I'm just gonna say I'm a tiny squirrel. I'm a sucker for glitter in the flooring. So in that way, the renovation. But to me, the Rebel King show itself is so the same that even though initially I was like, "Ooh, the space is different." Yeah, it's still the same heart, just on a slightly different organization of some space. Yeah. So that's how
same diff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I love seeing it before.
Well, you obviously host. You're a great host. You think off the cuff really well. You have the gifts of gab. Oh. You're very charismatic. Oh. But you also co-host.
Yes.
Typically.
Yes.
Almost every time.
Yeah,
with your brother?
With my brother. I always joke that if Hota isn't there, everyone's getting 10 more puns and 10 more excessive compliments because I can't hold myself back. Yeah.
So Hota's, so how would you characterize your partnership? Who are you and who is Hota?
Hota Mercury and I are in host for host forever, platonic, love of my life, love. Hota will say we are Aristophanes soulmates, like Hedwig and the Angry Inch. We're the two. We're like this. Back
Yeah.
House made of fire and mountains.
Oh, we don't have rights for this song. We can only do maybe half of a line.
That's as much as you get.
Like big rolling kegs, they had 2 sets of eyes. They had two sets of legs. They had 2 faces growing out of one giant head, so that they could sit all around and laugh as they read. And they never knew nothing of love. The origin of love. Yeah, so we are the origin of love. I'm Yitzhak. No, but we have a beautiful bond. I just co-read this story with them at Cal Academy. It was very sweet. I think we bounce off each other really well. I'm just obsessed with them, and so that really makes things flow, the pure obsession. But they're very funny. They deal with my puns. They say they hate them, but then they'll pun back at me. We also... Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's just hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
I deal with that daily.
Do you?
So, yeah.
See? Hota Mercury loves puns. You heard it here first. And we both really equally love our audience and our performers, so it's easy to kind of go back and forth about what we love about each performer, which is part of our hosting style. We joke with each other. Hota slaps my ass consensually. We modeled consensual ass slapping just last evening. We love it. Yeah, and I'm always...
Is there a safety word?
There's no safety word. For me and Hota Mercury, there's just... It's... No, nothing. There's never enough. We don't have enough of that either. Yeah, but and they are so funny. Their tagline is putting the cheese in machismo, and they really do. They really do. So it's the Armenian Mexican bond. That's our hosting style. Just bantering back and forth, being king for king.
Yeah. Since you're having so much fun,
yes.
Angel, when you put the next one up, Vera will just read it.
I'll read it,
it to themselves.
Thank you. Out loud?
You don't have to.
Oh, yes.
But if you could paraphrase it in the way that you answer it.
Yes. Thank you for that question. I would love to tell you the names of all the groups I am in. I am a member of the Rebel Kings of Oakland, 9 Inch Males. Oh, in which I have a different drag name. Would you like to know what it is?
You have a different drag name?
In 9 Inch Males, the drag king goth boy band, yes.
What is it? Please tell me.
It's Evanescence.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, Rebel Kings of Oakland, 9 Inch Males, Raining Men, Spinal Jam. And I'm also in Swana Kings, which is a Swana King group that's more Instagram based. Did I remember all of them? For Oaklash, I'm also in the Royale super group.
I was going to say Royale. I knew that.
That's for kind of, I think that's Oaklash based. Who knows? Who knows? But,
and you all will have just performed at Oaklash this past weekend.
We just performed.
Yes. On my stage. Oh, well, why are we even plugging it? No one's going to see it until afterwards. Well, it was at 4:30.
Yes! Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yes, me too.
Is that all? I feel like there has to be more.
I feel like there's one more, but what am I?
There's one more.
Rebel Kings of Oakland, 9 Inch Males, Spinal Jam.
Can you sing it in a little loud?
Yes. The Rebel Kings of Oakland, 9 Inch Males, Spinal Jam, Raining Men. Was that? Am I essentially going towards Wheels on the Bus? Is that where I am going?
Maybe.
And also Swana Kings. Perfect.
Beautiful. Are they all based in the Bay Area? Well, Swana Kings, Instagram based.
Yes, it's an Instagram based. There are kings from all over Boston, Canada, Lebanon, other.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So you're performing with Royales.
Yes.
Is it Royals or Royales?
Royales.
Royales.
Mm-hmm.
How did that come together?
Hennessy, one of my children, Hennessy Williams, hosts a new show called Royales, which is currently at El Rio. And it's a BIPOC king show. Amazing. And they wanted to apply as the show. So they asked some people who have performed or will perform in the show to be part of this mashup. So it's myself, Mad Dog 2020. Could I be so honored to be performing next to Mad Dog 2020, the real ultimate granddaddy of them all. And I am a grandpa, but yeah. Dragon King, my son. Lotus Boy, my son. Hennessy Williams, my son. Just a small House of Pack representation, and a little splash of Ricky Rose.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be sickening.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a break, and I'm just gonna think about just being a part of the Royales group sometime. I should audition. I would love to. Hennessy,
babe.
You know,
Vanilla Ice is ready. Ice, baby.
We don't have rights for that song. Okay, we're gonna take a break.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun. It's not dun 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 dun. It's dun 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 dun. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, it's like Vanilla Ice going like, you ripped off David Bowie and Freddie Mercury, and you're like, no, I didn't. It's different. And then he like, anyways, we're gonna put it in the thing.
Oh my God, please.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be so fun. This is a good time, everyone.
Queers on Dice is a wild, campy, tabletop role-playing actual play podcast starring queer Bay Area performers. You can find us on every major podcast network as Queers on Dice. Please give us a listen, and if you want to be a part of our creative journey, join us on Patreon at patreon.com/queersondice.
It's a fucking dragon.
I'm sorry, Captain. Was that a below job or blow job?
We're gay. Do you get it? Did you figure that out yet?
Hi, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that commercial. What commercial was that one?
Ooh. The viewers will find out.
The viewers are gonna find
Wow.
out. Well, whatever it was, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly believe that about all of our commercials. So while we were setting up, Vera was like, what are we doing? Are we playing Chubby Bunny? And I wrote a Chubby Bunny joke recently for the roast of Shiksa. Angel is writing roasts against Florida Man. And then I used Chubby Bunny for like a setup to help kind of like set this joke up. But I was just like, are people gonna know what Chubby Bunny is? I kind of felt like I was aging myself, or like it was like too niche. But I love that you bring it up, because like, am I the only one that's always thinking about Chubby Bunny?
It's really takes up space, rental space in the mind.
Yeah. So did you play Chubby Bunny at like growing up? How do you know? Yeah.
I did.
In camp or just like at home?
Just with my senior citizens at the nursing home, we would just dentures out, marshmallows in. Actually, no, I must have, girls' school, Chubby Bunny, write in your diary, have crushes on women, it all, it's one thing.
One
Yeah.
memory.
Yes.
You've done a roast before.
I have. I've done two. One very poorly because I was too nice, and one too well, and I scared myself.
Well, who are these roasts for?
I believe I roasted Beatrix Lehane, and I was too sweet, and it wasn't funny enough.
Okay,
and
yeah.
Then I did Margot's roast. On the renaming.
Okay.
And I did.
So you're not, the exclamation point has nothing to do with you.
No.
Okay.
No. But and then I think I did. People were telling me I was amazing, and then I was like, God, I think I did too well.
Can you give us one of the
Oh,
the
God.
roasts? Give us one of the Margot roasts, please.
Oh God! So this is Margot. Hi, formerly Marsha. I think I said something like, Marsha. You have to say it 3 times to see if it will be more important the 3rd time. Nobody responds the 1st and 2nd time, so you have to say it 3 times in a row. I think, yeah. Oh, it was, yeah.
That's good.
That was what? That's good.
That's good.
I'll stop.
Yeah, no, you can stop there.
Yes.
If you have video of that roast, we can put it on our Patreon. No.
Oh my
no,
God.
please
no.
don't. No.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, but yes.
Angel, would you deliver the chubby bunny joke I wrote?
Yes.
Oh,
Florida is a game of chubby bunny gone wrong. Instead of how many marshmallows you can jam into a mouth, it's how many personality disorders you can jam into a meth head.
Florida loved it.
Florida loved it. Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah. Chubby bunny. No, but what we were gonna do is we were gonna set up a bunch of different hummuses, and we are gonna rank all the hummuses.
Yes.
But when we got to the grocery store, we realized hummus is expensive.
Hummus is expensive.
So we're not doing that.
No.
But we do have some of your favorite,
Yes.
your favorite treat hummus.
Yes.
And then we also have some babaghanoush.
And that's the ultimate choice, because I'm going to say something controversial yet brave in front of everyone. As an Armenian, I like babaghanoush better than hummus. And I said it, and I don't regret it.
Why did Snaxx name your episode hummus instead of babaghanoush?
We didn't talk about this specific, one versus the other. I do love hummus. And hummus is kind of it's like
it's the go-to.
It's the peanut butter and jelly of my people. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's take it. Let's take it. There's gonna be an oral experience for our.
Oh God.
We got the crunchiest thing.
I've said on this show before, and it's funny because Snaxx has also said on her show with you that having people eating while delivering a podcast is off-putting and unpleasant. I come from the ASMR branch of YouTubery.
Yeah.
So for me,
it's one of the joys.
Talking and eating is that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for here.
We named our show after eating sound. So,
Well, so did Snaxx, but then she was like, okay, now stop eating.
Next card, honey. Ooh, yeah. So you did a digital number, and was there a prompt when we did that? I think we were in the same show, but I forget what I did. What did I do? Anyways, you used food for makeup. How was that? Are you gonna do it for us now?
I could. You want me to?
You don't have to.
No. Well, I don't want to mess up your glove, but Swana people, including Armenian people, have beautiful relationships with food. And I don't really know what brought the idea into my head to do a makeover with food, but I did a hummus foundation base, and I did Armenian coffee brows. I did some highlight with yogurt sauce, but that was pretty light. It was pretty risky. And then I used some eye makeup, some Persian rice stuff. Let's just a little dip. Wait, okay. I'm looking. You just kind of highlight it.
Oh my God.
You highlight it. This is my new puff. My new puff is a cracker. I mean, and then you eat it. Form, fashion, function, just like a fanny pack. You know what I'm saying? And it's so cooling.
Oh, I was gonna wear a fanny pack. I kind of forgot to put it on.
I'm not even wearing one.
Okay, you're not wearing. Okay, that's fine. I kind of. Okay.
You see that highlight?
It is.
It's giving
It's good.
Baba,
It's dewy.
which is daddy.
Daddy. Baba.
It's
I knew
giving
that.
Baba.
I can get you a napkin anytime.
No.
Leave it. It lives there now. Oh, it really does look nice. Honest.
Here, you asked a question, baby.
Okay. Well, so you talked about your Swana heritage, and you talked on Talkin' Snaxx about your experience finding a Swana queer group that had a sign at Pride that said hummus sexuality is not taboo, which is a very cute story. So I thought both of you could talk a little bit about the importance of merging your culture with your art, and if there is sort of a separation even between the two.
That's such a good question for both of us.
For both of us, cultural people.
Cultural people. People of culture.
People of culture.
Wow.
You know, what's really funny is that I always kind of struggled in kind of incorporating my culture into the art that I was doing. I kind of came from a writing background. You know, I write poetry. And I realize this because I'm not very in touch with my culture. I think a lot of kind of the programming that I underwent, you know, growing up, not only from like, you know, culture at large, you know, television. Sorry, we were just interrupted by Vera's dad.
My father caused this to fall from the sky.
Was it telekinesis or is he a ghost now?
Is he a ghost? He's very much alive and very much causing that with his mind alone.
Find out why Vera's alive dad is haunting us on Patreon. But on Talking Snack with Snacks too.
Oh my gosh, true.
Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I mean, I honestly didn't really start to connect with my culture until I started doing drag, because I feel like a lot of my friend group, but also a lot of my interests were all kind of like outside of, you know, that type of introspection. So when I started doing drag, I really just like found this like impulse to like really understand, you know, being Filipino American, being Filipino, and taking an investment in that. And now I'm in Philippines, which is great because I really do feel like now I have like my Cakes family and also my Philippines family, and I just feel really kind of like fortunate to have those groups to be a part of. But what was the question, Angel?
About our cultures.
Yeah, our culture. Yeah,
yeah, and drag.
Yeah,
and how they interweave or interwove.
Yeah. So now I find it a little more easy. One of my favorite numbers to do is in Tagalog, and I don't know Tagalog, but I learned that song because I just like love it so much. And I did grow up speaking and understanding Tagalog, but I've been out like not living in like you know, Filipino household for so long. Like I have none of my language skills. Yeah, unlike you.
Oh my gosh! But you know what I don't have is any Arabic, Armenian, you know, any of those language skills.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wasn't taught as a child. But same as you. I'm just gonna reglove for this. Talking about culture, I gotta reglove. But yeah, there are a couple songs in Arabic where I like know the chorus, so I can really come in because you know there's like my fires, Nari Narain. I really got that down. Or you know, some Armenian songs where I can like do over the chorus. But yeah, that I don't know and I wasn't taught. But just rediscovering Armenian culture through drag has been so beautiful. You know, I didn't get that much growing up, and then the queer thing created kind of this separation, and I just know those things aren't coming down to me. And so discovering the Queer Armenians, that first Pride I went to, then I went on to co-facilitate a peer support group for queer Swana folks. So that was really great, and learning about like my culture with other people. And seeing our kind of shared experiences and having that So I feel like I was doing that and learning more, but then taking the the extra step of incorporating it to my drag was the most healing.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
belly dancing and drag and doing, you know, other kinds of things with keffiyehs and doing different songs. And it, you know, it just has been the most liberating, and what I would have went for culturally if that had been in any way acceptable for me to do so, either queer or gender wise. And then it really culminated. I just did a residency at Counterpulse, where I had queer and trans, Swana and Armenian teachers teach me kind of traditional dances. And then the whole piece was about that kind of like a Swana step up style, me learning them on stage and becoming better. And so now I can even do some of the kind of traditional line dances, and it was really, really beautiful. And I did that all in drag, and it was really great. And now one of my dance teachers is also going, had died, I love you. I just a true performance full circle.
Yeah. That's great. It was a residency at Counterpulse. How was that? How did you applied to it? And
I did.
How did you hear about that?
Yeah. You know, I think Mama Celeste may have shared it with me. Thank you, Mama Celeste. Thank you, Counterpulse. But it's called the ARC Diaspora, like a performing diaspora residency. So it's about like rediscovering things, you know, about diaspora culture wise. So it really kind of aligned. So I applied. I was so grateful to be selected, and you share the bill with another artist or group. And so I was with June Ting and watching that group, the Soul and Unsettled group, do their process as well about you know, like a different culture, see like a different culture's experience and how it mapped onto and we had such different.
Did the residency kind of have you kind of collaborate or witness each other's process?
We did, because we would do our work in progress showings together.
Okay. It
was like you got 100 hours of studio time and they gave you a stipend, so I was able to pay my teachers, which was most important to me.
Yeah.
Because I had, you know, like 5 different dance teachers that let me bring Anoush Allah, an Armenian drag queen from Toronto. Wow. And so we had the first ever Armenian king queen, to my knowledge, duet as part of the residency. So that was really beautiful.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Is there documentation of it? Like, do you have a?
It's they part of the residency. It's videoed, so I have that video, and I can.
Can we share a little bit of that on our Patreon?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the whole thing, but that sounds very special, and I want to put it behind a paywall. So
perfect. Perfect, babe.
Yeah. And we'll share whatever new subscribers we have with you.
It's an honor to support, in my Crumble opinion.
Talking to Snaxx, we heard your coming out story and some of your relationships. So seems like you're maybe possibly open into talking about your romantic life on a podcast.
Wow.
But there is word that there's a new power drag super couple on the rise.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. It's just a rumor. But do you have any comments about that?
Wow. Super couple makes me think of The Incredibles. So truly, I began to think about myself stretching very so that's where my mind went. But Ambrose is indeed very tall. I am, everyone, I am dating someone. Wow. Grandpa's got a babe. I'm dating Ambrose, or Destroy Her. It is beautiful. I had a crush on them for a long time, and I thought, you know, I'm not gonna do anything. We both serve on the Oaklash board together. Ambrose works at Counterpulse, and I didn't, you know, wanna
professional.
I'm very professional, and I'm very, you know, I never want to make anyone uncomfortable. You know, being comfortable and safe is the most important thing. So I just silently pined. But turns out maybe it's mutual. Yeah. And Ambrose is a dream. Is truly the sweetest. And I'm delighted.
That's great.
Yeah.
Will you ever collaborate on a number together? Is that something you've ever talked about?
Sure, baby, let's do it. I think that would be adorable.
I think it would be adorable.
I think it would be adorable. I'm very weird. Destroy Her is very weird. I cannot, as of now, deep throat a balloon, but baby, I'm gonna try to learn. That is the goal.
End to end.
End to end.
And it's like it's like a Lady of the Trap, but a balloon.
But a balloon. Wow.
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 So Snaxx had a really awesome question when you were on her show about what you wish for the future of drag.
Oh.
And
no.
That was a while ago now.
Yeah.
Do you remember what your answer was?
I think I wished for just the inclusivity and the openness to keep expanding, and for everyone to have space to create their art and to feel good doing it. And I may have said something about everyone feeling comfortable and safe, and that's even more true now, that everyone deserves to feel comfortable and safe in performing their art and expressing themselves. And I'm sure I said something like more, space for kings, because I love my king community. We're very close, and I feel like many communities are becoming more welcoming and open to kings, but there's always room for growth in the inclusivity there too.
Since you first offered that answer, you kind of gave a little bit more, but has any how that might have changed? It's even more important that we feel safe in drag spaces now. Is there anything else you'd like to include? The future of drag.
For the future of drag. Any single person who wants to do drag, I want them to do drag, and I don't want them to feel confined by any thing that they feel they need to be. I want it to be what they want to be. And I think about how my drag has changed and expanded and really fulfilled me, and I want that for everyone who does drag. And I want drag to be only a supportive space, and I want, even for myself, I'm like, for the future of my drag, I want to let myself go more and lean in more, and I want that for everyone else too.
We're so lucky to have each other.
Oh, we are so lucky to have each other.
I want the world for you, Vera. You're as precious.
Oh,
we call you the Bay Area's grandpa. What is your
Bay Area
grandpa?
Drags a Bay Area drag scene's biggest fan.
Yeah. Yes. It's true. I love seeing you everywhere. Okay, we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we'll have our final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
I love. We love.
Wow.
Woo! Finish them! Wow. I got violent.
Oh my god, did you say finish them?
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with you.
It's like Mortal Kombat, but more gender inclusive.
More gender inclusive Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Non-binary. X. Yeah. Finish them. This has been such a treasure.
A treasure.
A treasure and a pleasure.
A pleasure.
Treasure. What can we expect for you in the next coming months? I mean, you finished your Counterpulse residency.
I did.
You're still doing Rebel Kings.
I am.
What's on the calendar for Vera?
I am co-hosting on July 8th the Drag King Takeover of Princess.
No! Wait, when? Say it again. I need to hear it.
July 8th.
Ooh,
the Drag King Takeover of Princess, featuring Tenderoni. And I'm also excited for the return of Freak Andy.
Oh my god, yes!
Because I love Freak Andy, Cochina Roots King character. I don't see him enough, so Freak Andy will also be there, and many other amazing kings. I'm so excited. I will be co-hosting with my brother, Hota Mercury. I will try not to urinate my pants around Tenderoni.
You already met him at Drag Queen of the Year.
Babe, I've met him many times, and it happens every time. Yes.
Did you always get free the pun of free candy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It took me a while. I feel like it wasn't always obvious. Yeah. So that's exciting.
Yes.
Any is there gonna be a SF Drag King pageant?
Yes, the SF Drag King competition will be on August 5th. I will be at a leadership longevity retreat, so I will unfortunately miss it, but I will be cheering for everyone, especially if my children are in the pageant. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I am also already just wishing my beautiful son Helixir a beautiful step down number, and Daddy is there in spirit. Just cheering for you. I'm so proud.
Yeah.
A beautiful year.
Well, thank you so much for sitting with me. I love
Of
this.
course. I love this.
All-
I love you.
All my viewers, this has been so great. Vera, you're so great. You're my grandpa. You're my daddy. Can I call you daddy?
Yes.
Can I be your 26th?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
You have a grandpa now.
Oh.
I've always had a grandpa.
Yeah. Precious.
Will you help me read these patron names?
I would love to.
Okay, you do the first one.
Oh, Allison White.
Bella.
Buttermama Cakes.
Chris Hendricks.
Clark Alexander.
Diana.
Freddie Seipold.
Kai B. Michaels.
Terrible.
And then we gotta say Freddie Seipold again because I
Yes.
think we missed him last time,
Oh,
and that was
Freddie.
Angel's fault. So I mean,
love you,
yeah,
Freddie.
we love you.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Manila Ice.
And I'm Vera.
Let's get ready to crumble!
So that was great. I'm gonna have to do it
Oh, really? We have to do it again?
again.
I'm Manila Ice.
I'm Vera.
Hold on, I wasn't looking at the camera. Let's do it again.
It's
Okay,
right there.
let's do
I
it.
just
Okay.
saw where the camera was.
Okay.
LOL.